Good evening. I've had a very busy afternoon, rushing to get ready for this photo shoot. I kind of haven't planned it, last minute, and I've decided to make it short and sweet, or at least I hope to. Last video was very long by my standards. It was nowhere near as good as I would like it to be, but I knew I needed to put it out anyway as a need to keep the momentum going. Just met some hikers before, and they said it's about a 45-minute walk. And as I'm walking to the lake, I want to talk about keeping up the momentum. And what it is momentum has worked against me in many life scenarios. The simplest one being a few years prior, I've gotten a GoPro like everyone did. I tried to make a bunch of videos and I never got anything out of it. Never put a final edit of anything. Maybe just one video, but it was kind of dodgy. And what I've learned over the years is that keeping up the momentum of making things without the need to have perfection every single time actually gets you to the final look that you want to go for much quicker than you would trying to get that one first video perfect, because it's very easy to get discouraged by not having the right audio or not having the right image quality, not having the right color grading. Same with photos. And so I just keep making these videos in order to try and improve each time. Every time there's an error that comes up with audio or something else, every time there's something I'm missing. And each time I think about that, each time I go out again, I think about that. And I think that's the best way to learn. As I'm walking through the woods, I've had another example of momentum building that came to mind, and that's this thing. Talking to a camera whilst on my own. Kind of find it weird, and I struggle to express my thoughts sometimes in a clear, concise manner. But I also know the more I do it, the more practice I get, the better I'll get. So I just keep doing it. I have the 45 minutes. When I have a thought, I turn on, record. I can re-record again, and eventually I'll find the voice that I need to use and the thought that I need to express. It just takes a little while, and eventually I'll practice, warm up, and it will get better over time, and I'll do it much easier and much quicker. Like it is right now. I've warmed up. I've actually taken maybe 5-6 takes of the previous sentence or expression, but now this is working perfect. I don't feel like I need to reshoot this again because I'm warmed up and I've got the micro momentum ball going. I've just crossed a sign that says I'm about 1.5 kilometers away from the lake, which means I'm about halfway there, which is excellent. And I've also used the term micro momentum before, and so I have to explain what that is about, because there is also macro momentum. Micro momentum is on a small scale. It is effectively something like warming up right now, doing a few takes, and being better at expressing my thought. Macro momentum, on the other hand, is like making the videos. It's on a scale of 2 months to infinity, essentially. It's making one video after the next and sticking to the process and getting better each time. Pretty simple, but I'm not sure I'm explaining it well enough. getting back to photography. I've had a look at an app that shows me the direction in which the sun sets, and it should line up with the valley in which the lake is located in. I hope that I get enough sunshine to kind of see a little bit. I can see right now that there's quite a bit there, but Chequamas Lake is a location that I haven't actually been to before, so it's kind of more of a scouting mission again, more than anything. So even if I just get one good image, I'll be more than happy. So I've found something. I've got a little while. I actually think it's a beautiful composition. It's a little bit of a challenge to set it up because it's on this log that I'm sitting on and it's quite far out into the water. So I'm just going to set it up and then I'll film. But it's going to be a challenge to set up the tripod to make it sit nice and stably on the. Is that a word? Stably? Nice and stable on the log. Let's find out. It's quite the balancing act. But just look at that. My goodness. It's not even that far. I would say it's worth the hike, but it's worth anything. Don't even have to get a perfect image. So I've got the polarizer on to take the little bit of the glare off the water. I've put the tripod here. I need to kind of sit by it and make sure it doesn't slide off, otherwise it's the end. But it seems pretty stable, so it should be fine. I went back and I got rid of the polarizer because I kind of put it on live view, had a look what it does, and it doesn't do enough to justify having it on. I actually ended up liking the glare on the water, so back to it again. I'm not sure you can see those hateful things, but I'm actually getting eaten alive by flies. And I'm not seeing any color in the sky. I wonder what the time is. I need to go and check, but I'm getting a little worried that there won't be any color out on the clouds. But I've got a nice composition. I've taken a nice calm image. Worst case scenario, I'll have something, and obviously no regrets. It's a beautiful hike. Just had a look at the time, and the sun is meant to set in about 3 minutes, and everything looks blue to me, so yeah. I'm not sure how well you can see, but I've taken one final image just over here of the beautiful branches. It's far from perfect. I'm not sure whether I will like it, but I did it anyway. I think the branches and the water are stunning, so they're worth at least a try. As I'm walking through the forest back to the car, I am trying to sum up the things that I could improve and be better at controlling what I can control. And the main thing that I can think of is time. This was definitely very last minute. So I haven't had the amount of time that I would have liked to get here earlier to take the images that I wanted to. I know on the way to the lake. On the trail I saw some beautiful light around. I'm sure you'll see it in the video as well. So I think there is potential. Even if I get here an hour early, that last hour is still in beautiful light. So what I think next time I would have to do is spend at least a couple of hours walking around, finding the right composition and the right light, and definitely earlier, not right at sunset and expect the clouds and the mountains in the background light up, because we are in the mountains and the lake is in the valley. So I don't know, I wasn't sure what to expect, but now I know, and I'm left with a feeling of hunger and want for more. But in the end, this was a scouting mission more than anything. That's how you take photos. You go to a location more than once and then you take the image. The good thing is the trail only takes about 45 minutes maximum of walking, so I can return here again. It's not a long drive either, so I'll definitely be back, especially because there was some cool images to be had on the way, on the trail itself. I saw some beautiful things, but I didn't want to stop because of the time. And now I'm walking back through the dark forest, a little bit scared, I have to say, because there's all kinds of animals. Bears are my biggest worry, so I'm trying to make a noise. But then there's cougars, which I'm attracting by making a noise. So yeah, it's I don't know. Either stumble upon a bear and surprise it by being silent, or be loud, scare the bear away, and attract other things. Great choice. I love it.